It's always that pistol round. So you always feel like that until the pistol round hits. When you shoot that first bullet, that's the icebreaker. If that first bullet hits, you're good for the rest of the game.
Okay, but who won the knife round?
I think they're going to... Let's just decide here and
okay.
have a look.
Your guess is as good as mine, Tools, but that doesn't matter because we're live with the first round here of the regional finals. Intel Africa Masters, welcome everybody. 2 semi-finals today, grand final tomorrow. The winner of the weekend will compete at Rage against 3 other African teams.
Yes, yes. Steady. Just trying to find an overextending Black Lamb player, but they're showing some discipline. It's nice to see earlier on. I'm going to assume that's the man just prodding and probing as low as ADM. Just trying to find his one-on-one engagements. No one's there at home. He's going to be calling that out, but the majority of the attack are heading towards A long. The man is tasked to handle that, opening up the scoreboard there. Gets a second. Does he want to get that hat trick? It's ADM getting backed by Flexi in middle, so it's 2 versus 5 off the bat, and things are looking good for Black Lamb.
Yeah, nothing going according to plan at all there for Nixuh. Finally, they'll be able to secure a kill. Kani's got the P250, a flashbang as well, but this is such a tall order, man. And even all the Black Lamb players have now rotated in position, getting boosted up on the bomb side. Flex's going to throw a flash. Triton gets a kill. Oh, okay, maybe a couple kills there in the end, but still Black Lamb win it out.
It got interesting. Some nice kills, at least if they want to go into a force, they'll have some change to work with. Scout Triton's got what, 2-6 sitting on him, so... Let's see if they want to reinvest into this. What will be good is that if they just save and get AKs, get those rifles, because as you can see, the purchase from Black Lamb, they get the MP9s, and just getting all the util. So that's another thing I actually want to be talking about, Matt, is, you know, the meta these days is a lot of teams just go straight, there we go, I like to see this. A lot of teams just go straight M4s, no, straight M4s armor, no utility on the CT side, and then they're scratching heads wondering why we're getting ecoed. It's like, my man, you got no util to stop, you know, these onslaughting rushes with those Tech 9s and Doinkles. So
yeah, true.
I like to see this buy come out of the next Black Lamb. They're mixing it up. They've got the scouts, got the util, MP9's got the utils, and the M4s. You want to keep them at arm's length for those long range duels. So looking to encroach onto this B side, already some parts have been taking. Nice baiting switch. That's how we're playing. That's chemistry coming out there.
Yeah, it looked like Nixuh was just hoping that they might be able to find a bit of a gap, a bit of space to get into the B bomb site, but 2 players there, they just get shut down, and now it's just about cleaning up here. SMG's looking to try and rack up a bit of extra cash as well. I think another contrasting school of thought to what you were saying about making sure you have utility in the anti-eco rounds. I think sometimes teams think about that 3rd round as well. Now you see Black Laminate are going to have to play with a scout and 2 MP9s. Whereas if you buy up the M4s in the 2nd round and you carry those, you go for the gamble and you carry those through into the 3rd round, then you have M4s to play against the AKs. Whereas now they've got a few weaker weapons at their disposal.
Yeah. And that comes down to the choice and decision. How do they want to implement the defense on this round?
Yeah.
They want to keep the MP9s nice and close because of how the map architecture has changed. You can go quick lows and take fights. And looking at the minimap, that is the choice. And next up, they're going to just opt to go towards long. Again, it's Flexi, solo. And that's ideally when I would have done the same thing. Take your MP9s to those close quarter engagements.
Sure.
Clear out upper B, re-rotate the defense, and play it on from there. Now the ball is in Nixuh's court.
Yeah, I mean, on the flip side of that exact logic, good call for Nixuh to take long control here. Bit of a fight at range. You know, you'll have the advantage of the AKs at that point if there's an MP9 or something going in that direction. But it's actually just early long control here for Nixuh. Post a player in position. And now they go back towards tunnels. But Black Laminate, they actually still sitting pretty comfortably now. Numbers in towards lowers. A player in upper dark as well. What? Hello? Mutiny lately takes down the man. Somehow Chappie's still been able to get a couple kills back. Lately makes up for his mistake by finding a frag, but there's still work to be done. He must have been spooked, Tools.
100%. He got shooketh there in lows. It's dark down there in lows, so I understand. It's okay. Black Poison brings it back to a 2v2. In fact, gives him that extra advantage. A long-range headshot into Flexi sends him packing, but Frozen, he's got the scout and he needs to land headshots. All right, Black Poison 50 HP. If he's taking point, that's the first kill. It's up to ADM to finish it off, and there we go. Dekalat comes through, and ADM, he's trying to backpedal. He just wants to get out of dodge, but there we go. Frozen with the twofer.
Oh my god. And I see the man actually, has he timed out here? Does lately TK him to maybe pick up his M4?
That's 200 IQ because I get it, but you're giving away information that someone has timed out because maybe they would have approached it differently. You know, Or that's just, you know, if I'm the enemy and I see, and if I see my opponents killing each other, it's like, whoa, they're willing to do that for a win? I mean, that's too far though. They've gone too far. Fix it.
What I will say is huge clutch there from Frozen with the scout. I mean, he just backed himself there. He went for the gamble. He bet on black and it landed on black. He stays in the corner of the bomb site all the way, scoped in for tunnels, just hoping and praying that someone comes into his guys. I mean, if he just hears bomb has been planted, the round is over immediately. He's not going to retake that A site with the scout. And then he lands the collat, brings ADM down. One more scout shot from him. They win the round, Tools. That's big for Black Lamb. That was the bonus round. They had the MP9s and the scout, and they still won it.
Yeah, and again, this speaks to the meta that's ongoing at the moment, as opposed to, you know, going straight M4s. But at the end of the day, it's what you prefer as a team.
Yeah. Yeah, fair enough. I mean, they made it work nicely. As you even mentioned, you know, they adapted their style to make sure they could play to the strengths of the guns that they had as well, pushing in towards lowers, you know, in the end, and actually getting in the faces of Nixuh. Here on Nixuh's map pick, down 3-0. I mean, still super early days, but what's important is we're seeing that Black Lamb have pitched up here, Tools.
And that's a good sign for some good counter-strike.
Exactly.
Because all it's going to do is push Nixuh to play at another level, play at a higher level, and once you get to that stage, you know, do they have the metal? Do they have what it takes? Do they have the spine for it?
Yeah.
That's what I want from Black Lamb.
Yeah.
Because we know Flexi, he showed it in the past. Cool, the man, same thing, same story. But it's down to, you know, your newborns is what I want to call them. Your Frozens, I mean, I wouldn't say lately, but Chappie, he's been on the scene, but he hasn't played at this level consistently. But we're jumping straight back into the action, scout him. That's a reinvest, but no, it's okay. They're able to buy the next round. You don't want to be toying with, like I said, he's getting warm nice and early.
I mean, he didn't have very much to aim at there. Now he's got his favorite gun as well. Black Poison invests into the scout. Doesn't get anything done with the gun.
Dink and a dong.
Yeah, at least a kill does come through here. Nixuh need to inflict a bit of economic damage. I mean, they found 4 frags in that previous round. So if they can get 2 or 3 here in the eco, that will keep Black Lamb's economy in the dumpster.
100%. I mean, they can scavenge some weapons too. That's even a bonus. They're going to slow it down. And I'm a fan of the slow down play. Force Black Lamb into a position where they have to re-rotate their defense, start using utility, bleed out their bank, so they have to keep reinvesting into that utility, because you need to look at it as this is a marathon, not a race. There's 16 rounds, and you got to play for it in the first half. So far, so good. 57 seconds. Because if you look at the meta at the moment, everyone's bomb planted at 1 minute 30. It's like, what? Do you guys even throw flashes, bro?
Yeah, Nixuh a bit more coordinated than that, a bit more structured, as we do see a few players getting some information here for Black Lamb. Not afraid to rear their heads in the round, clean up. Just the one player lost in the process, and yeah, that's going to bode well for their money. This is the round for Nixuh though, Tools. You lose this, you go down 5-0. That's when maybe you don't start to stress at all, but you definitely start to feel like you're behind the game at that point once you're down 5-0.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, you lift your mouse, you clean your mouse pad, you start leaning forward.
You sit up a little bit more.
You posture yourself, right? We got to get it out.
Exactly.
So that's no AWP up on Nixuh to contest that off Frozen. So he'll enjoy that. I mean, he loves those easy duels. In and out, can't get the trade on the AWP as easily as you'd want. That speaks to just the formation at Nixuh. 3 players heading towards lowers. They've got to play out long, couldn't just stay there long enough. No utility to get him out or take those fights. So it's a nice kill for the man. We're happy about that. It's good map control so far.
Yeah, absolutely. Brilliant map control. Great awareness there from the man as well to clear the cubby before he commits to long doors itself. And that's going to allow them to shift their resources elsewhere. You can see Chappie's now gone up in towards the B-bomb site just to pad the defense there as well. Nixuh still have a bit of utility here, so options available.
Yeah, I'm just wondering, 2 flashes if you go towards the A site. Double AWP, in fact? I didn't even see that second purchase. Okay. They're spending money nice and early. All right. Let's see how that goes lately. I think it's a bit easier to open Dust too, let's be honest.
Yeah,
so
for sure.
I think he'll be happy about that purchase. So what I've recently done is bought the AUG, get those long-range duels.
Yeah.
But it's patience from Nixuh.
Yeah, we know the AWP's the easiest gun in the game as well, Tools, so, you know. If you're struggling, just buy an AWP.
There we go.
There we go. AWP abusers. Filthy individuals.
And it's been nerfed over the years so many times, but it still becomes a prominent weapon.
Riflers are the true OGs, man.
100%.
As we said yesterday, they're the guys in the trenches.
Yeah.
Okay, executing towards the A-bomb site here. Util starts to rain in. There is Frozen on point. Flexi in position as well. Already a kill does come through here for the defense. Nixu continue to trudge their way forward, but they're hemorrhaging losses in the process. Finally, Kani able to get a kill back to alleviate some of that pressure. Now tapping at range. Should have got that kill, but doesn't. Plant will come through, but this is a numbers deficiency for Nixu.
Yeah, they're sitting with no utility, so that's down to the headshots, Triton and Sonic. Actually, the two players you'd want in this clutch, they're moving in with HazE, Chappie. He picks up Sonic, and they deletes Triton. That's a good retake. You keep 4 members alive, yeah, by the skin of their teeth, but, you know, I'm smiling from Black Lamb.
Yeah.
I'm like, boys, this is good. This is easy, in fact.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying in chat to motivate the boys.
All chats? Are you saying that in all chats?
Yeah.
Oh, damn. I don't know if you want to rile up the beast, Tools. Either way, I mean, I think the thing about Nixu coming into a series against a team like Black Lamb, no disrespect, but you need to force Nixu to play at the best of their ability. When they see they're playing Black Lamb, they're going to go into the server expecting to win. When you start beating them, that's when they're going to have to be like, okay, maybe we need to give 100% here, and you actually force that respect out of them. So I'm not worried yet here about Nixu. I mean, it's still early, and I think we're still definitely yet to see the best out of them. Adam hasn't fragged yet. Sonic's just got a kill. It's early doors, Tools.
100%. Then you only start to worry if it's 8-0. That means you've not only have you lost the half, but you haven't picked up a round just yet. And the only glimpse of hope is if you press tab and you start to calculate the rounds. Okay, cool. Yeah, we're killing 3, 4, but they're not. They only killed 1 that round, and that
round before as well.
And that starts to compound. That means you don't get a free round on the T side. You're always up against adversity, up against the AWPs and the rifles consistently, and then, you know, cool. That's where you grow.
Yeah. Is going to be Flexi who gets tested here towards long. 4 players in his proximity right now. He would love even a kill, even a smoke to make sure Flexi can't get any support, but he sprays down 2. Beautiful work there on the lineup coming through from Flexi. The man's isolated himself towards Car. He's been able to get a kill before he goes down. Black Poison's low as well. Sonic trying to make moves amidst the chaos. Bomb needs to cross from long though, Tools. Black Poison has 1 smoke to his name, and there's 2 AWPs here in the round as well, so there's definitely one watching the cross.
100%, and I'm sure Sonic heard Chappie crossing towards long, but there we go. He didn't even use the smoke to cross. Actually, he tried to, but there was a gap regardless, and we know Frozen doesn't miss those easy shots. In fact, you could say he doesn't miss level 2 shots. Level 3 shots are the ones he sometimes misses. So it's down to the highlight player, the MVP, but he's already been tagged down. And again, you know, these guys grind. These guys put in time.
Yeah.
We can see it in the results. We can see it and how they approach this quarterfinal, or semi-final, 6-0. Again, not many people dropping on the side of Black Lamb. Next, they need to pull their socks up very soon.
Yeah, it's good to see how the individuals are standing up right now for Black Lamb. You saw Flexi, you know, making his mark there towards long, even though he had no support, able to get 2 kills was fantastic. We've seen a good clutch out of Frozen as well. We've seen the man making moves. They're playing some flamboyant Counter-Strike right now, and they've won 3 gun rounds amongst their 6 rounds won so far. And that's actually very impressive. You think about the first 3 gun rounds, Black Lamb have been able to get out on top and relatively comfortable at that as well.
100%, and just looking at the players' movements on the minimap from Black Lamb, you can see there's little to no hesitation, and that's super important. We saw already Chappie running towards long before the bomb was even gone down. He threw a bit of caution to the wind and middle, but still he got to where he needed to be. And yeah, I must give big ups to Flexi over there. He just tucked into that corner. He did exactly what he needed to do. Even if he got 1, I would have been okay with that, you know, because he bought some time, he got the rotations in, but he gets 2, monumental. So that puts them at 6-0. Maybe, you know, next time giving a bit of hope. You know, you give a bit of hope and take it away a bit later. One of those concepts.
Yeah, maybe. Oh my God. Well, Frozen's hope in the round has just been absolutely taken away as his head has been taken off. Adam introduces himself to the scoreboard.
You can see those are the guys who don't double zoom on Cat. I hate it when people don't double zoom on Cat. It's like, oh, okay, you're just making it harder for yourself to hit the shot. But the bomb is down, 4 versus 5. No utility on the side of Nixu. So it's going to be a grind just to hold on to this advantage. There we go. The scout just delivers towards Flexi and Pit.
Round over.
Decisions. All right, we don't want to lose the AWP. We got the weapons. We got bank though, so maybe we hold the exits. Maybe that's the thought process, but not Black Poison. I mean, he has been clean. Not many kills, but those kills that he's got have been clean.
Yeah, true. I mean, this is the first round we've really seen the individuals come to play here for Nixuh. This was not a team success round. This was ADM wide swing with the Deagle killing the AWP, Triton with the Scout getting a headshot, and then Black Poison making sure that they can get out as well. That was just individuals popping off.
100%. And, you know, around like that, you've lost an eco, and this dates back to the year 2000 BC. You lose an eco, and it starts to fall apart from there.
Okay, well, guys, if the old scripture is true, then Black Lamb are going to have to pay special attention to this next round.
The meat and potatoes there, Matt.
There we go, Tools. 9-1 is frozen at the moment. He is melting the server.
Oh, it's a good KD.
Yeah.
The end of the game now, high stats.
Still a long road to go. Look at the man just imposing himself at the start of the round. Frozen gets a kill as well.
Yeah, already opening the round barely has started, and you've already got 2-man advantage. And you've re-rotated your defense.
Oh, Lord.
Lexi, he has the sound cues and he capitalizes. That's the bomb dropped. And now it's Triton and Kiny looking to recover 5 versus 2. I'm not going to put it past them. The first task is just to find those man advantages, one-on-one engagements, and that's the first. And it's a bit careless from the side of Frozen.
Absolutely.
No real support, but he wanted to get the round over before it needed to be.
I don't care, mate. You don't make plays like that in these sorts of situations against Nixuh. That's how you
Factual.
give these types of rounds away.
And they will take you. You give it on, they'll take the whole body. That's how Nixuh works.
Exactly that,
and they're capable of it.
I mean, I'm loving seeing Black Lamb playing this Counter-Strike where they're getting into the faces of Nixuh, though they're smothering them. They're not playing super respectful Counter-Strike where they're scared and timid and sitting in the bomb sites. I like to see that flair, but they have to know where that line is as well and not cross that line. Right now, though, they're looking fantastic. Straight back to winning ways, Tools. After losing the anti-eco, they win the next gun round and they make it look easy.
100%. I mean, looking at the bank here, 5, 4, 2, 5. Okay, it's healthy. It buys them, 2 rounds if they end up dropping this one, but at the same time, it's the rounds on the scoreboard that matter. If you get that 8-round mark, you're already feeling pretty going into the second half. You give yourself plenty of opportunity on the T side to put some rounds on the board, but you want more at this point. You want the gravy on top 2.
Yeah, absolutely. And this is where you really need to drive it home if you're Black Lamb. The man looks to continue to try and force the issue towards long. He's had mountains of success in the half so far towards this part of the map, but this time he's been dealt with without finding a kill. Rare advantage for Nixuh.
Okay, the defense needs to start making decisions. Do we find the man advantage back, or do we just gamble and stack towards middle? But playing isolated from each other wouldn't be my bet. But there's utility. If Chappie wants to go find information and long after the smoke, they can. So the patience from Nixuh is putting a bit of stress on the side of Black Lamb to make a move. You can already see little dots moving around in the minimap, just trying to scavenge any bit of information that they can. But cutting noise is one of the best sort of tools you have in Counter-Strike, just to play those mind games, you see.
Yeah. That's exactly what they've done. Look how far forward they've been able to walk towards long. There's nobody on the A bomb site itself here for the CT side. Players towards CT, sure, trying to make something happen on the cross, but nobody on the site itself. One towards short. Mollies do come through. That'll delay proceedings a little bit, allow for some rotations, but they're not even entirely convinced that it's the A execute. Lately, still deep in that B bomb site.
Yeah, that's the bomb plant. It's like, guys, what's happening on the side? I think a frantic comms. So Chappie gets some Holical and delivers a headshot onto, I believe, his Black Poison. So this opens it up for them. The retake is on the cards. Can they hold down the fort, Nixuh? You've gotten this far. You need rounds more than Black Lamb right in ADM. There we go. 3v3. Sonic delivers with an AWP, and the house comes tumbling down, and it's down to lately Sonic with the 2-foul and that AVP. You give him that, and you know you're going to be scratching your head.
Yeah.
You can't give away free weapons. You got to make the round as hard as possible for Nixuh. That's your job. And if they win it with that difficulty, they deserve it.
Absolutely. Great round coming through there from Nixuh. It was looking a bit rough there initially in the post plant with those 2 quick kills that come through from Chappie. Gets the man advantage in the side of Black Lamb, but unfortunately for them, they can't drive it home. Big round there for Nixuh, but this needs to spark their momentum, Tools. Win this round, they break the economy of Black Lamb as well, and then they can really start to build themselves into this T half.
Yeah, and mentally, if you're the IGL at the back of your head, you're thinking, boy, if we lose this gun round, you're going to look at that eco before that gun round you lost, because that's an opportunity to purchase into that. But yeah, the ball has started to roll for Nixuh. They just need to start stringing them together, get that momentum going, because right now they're playing a bit of reactive Counter-Strike in that sense. But if you stop being proactive, Black Lamb won't have the fortitude and opportunities to be prodding and probing and being aggressive. You're forcing them more to a neutral defense. I like the hinge smoke. I've even said to a lot of teams, stop doing Xbox and just do hinge.
Yeah?
I don't care if you're sitting in pit, if you're sitting in T-spawn, learn the hinge smoke from everywhere.
Yeah, if you've got the AWP, you can throw it from T-spawn pretty easily, right? Just like you get the, I think was it the Zywoo lineup where you like scope in and you look at the little particle on the sign.
Yeah, and then Robster's got his own. He's reinventing the wheel and making it easier for riflers to do it.
Yeah, exactly. Leveling out the playing field a little bit.
100%. All right. I think this might be a two-phase attack into the site. CC drop, and there we go.
Ooh,
This
must
splits up
have
the
been
defense.
Herd, right?
They've split the herd, in fact, and they're going to be heading towards that B site. The man needs to get in here. It's going to be a 2 versus 4 attack heading towards that B site. The crossfire is pivotal. Kani finally coming to the fray. Chappie gets one of his own, and there we go. They start falling apart. 2v2. It's the play at the backside. Oh, no one watched out. No one sees lately at the end of the day, and he closes it out, and he gives them that half win. I'll be happy about that. I don't think they cleared back Blatt. Because the player came from upper tunnels.
Yeah.
Maybe he was crouched. I don't know what the position exactly was, but he made it work.
Yeah, lately with the fantastic hold there on the B bomb side, doing so much work for his team. I mean, I think he gets 3 kills in the round there, even finishes it off with barely any health to his name. Colossal defense of that bomb site.
Yeah, we brought up the point before the match started that lately does have those impactful rounds that just give them that little edge. And this is what I need from him for the next 3 rounds. You can chill. It's up to the rest of the players. We had Flexy doing his thing. Frozen with the scout. He can do it with any scoped weapon, I guess.
Jesus, okay. I mean, they didn't have a huge variety in terms of choice of weapons coming into this round, and
Kani,
that's a great shot there from Kani. He did have some good impact in the previous round, watching that smoke towards CT, but his teammates crumbled. Still continues to try and make something happen here, and why wouldn't he, right, when you consider the weaponry they have right now? Someone has to be a hero.
Factual. Let's create a lot of space with that headshot. Now they split the defense and just alerted Chappie. That would have been a nice, sweet kill to be picking up. And already they're sitting at window. They need to be able to fish out this 2-pronged attack coming out from Nixuh, and they're losing it out. And it's kind of with the second of the round, ADM, just adding a third and just pushing that blade deeper and deeper into the back of Nixuh. But do they still want to go for this? If we're looking at the economy, is this a wise choice? You got to weigh it up. Flash is going to go through on the bomb plant. Oh, could have made it work and no body armor, so they're all squishy, but Sonic. Flexi, right time, right place is what I say.
Yeah, perfectly timed trade coming through there from Flexi, and Black Lamb will complete the retake. I mean, that round was so back and forth. I was just scratching my head. How did Chappie end up with the scout there? After Frozen died, didn't he have a rifle? Did he trade for the scout? I mean, they were looking so uncomfortable on that B-bomb site. Lately and Chappie were in awful positions, not able to play off each other, and they both got taken down. Felt like Black Lamb had the round, but I love how proactive Black Lamb were on the retake there.
Yes.
You know, not giving Nixuh time to settle in the post plant.
And that's a huge thing. When the bomb's about to go down, or when it goes down, you're thinking about post plant as the tease, and that's when you want to become disruptive in that nuance. So, good decision making by Black Lamb. That's going to give them the 9th round. But at the same time, that bomb plant was important. They can reinvest in already ADM. It's giving that man advantage. Perhaps too liberal there in middle from Frozen, the Chappie. Be able to trade it out, and they're able to just reignite their defense. And the man, whenever this is a gap, he's going to be plotting. When there's noise, he's going to be there making it. And it's the second kill, 2 versus 4. They're not, that's the best part about the way Black Lamb are playing. Nixuh are responding, but there's just certain windows individuals aren't responding in, which is creating this mess of a round at times.
Yeah.
But it's down to Sonic once again.
That's what I was saying. I'm just loving how Black Lamb are throwing the kitchen sink at Nixuh right now. They're not afraid to make plays. They're not just sitting back, scared and waiting and giving Nixuh all the space in the world. They're choking them out here. Some people like being choke tools.
Yeah, one of those things.
Not for everybody.
Each to their own.
The South African cricket team is one of them.
Oh, too soon. Too soon,
They enjoy
buddy.
a good choke.
I'm a Mark Belcher fan. There we go. Yeah, it's just too many players around the bombers, and completely different part of the map. Time is of the essence, and looks like they're getting rick-rolled on Dust
Yeah,
2.
they are. This is rough right now. I mean, Nixuh haven't won consecutive rounds. Each win's been in isolation. Haven't been able to gain any momentum off of that either. Black Lamb making moves right now. Now I'm starting to actually, get a bit of belief here. Yeah. Initially, I thought it was just, good start to the map and Nixuh would work their way into it. But now Black Lamb have proven this is actually legit.
Yeah, and the way to play against a team that plays like this, Black Lamb, you got to have that outsiders or Navi-esque approach. You got to be able to just, be detailed about every single nuance, flash, smoke, settle, wait for a real adjustment, you readjust. It becomes a game of chess, but there we go, trades back and forth, but it's still a 4 versus 4. I would say in the favor of Nixuh. 4 plays butted up and long majority of the attack. It's up to Black Lamb just to fortify the defenses and just have a bit of plans, whether it's a pop flash, do the smoke they're going to throw. But this is the settling I was speaking about, the outsiders and Navi-esque approach. Wait for your opponent to make a mistake.
Does look like they're just trying to bleed a bit of util right now. Just throwing the first smoke, getting that response out of Black Lamb, and then they will end up committing. Now I think the util's actually starting to come through for them to cross in towards that A-bomb site. Frozen opting for the rifle, was that Lately or Chappie? Anyway, it's a rifle nonetheless, and it's a kill through the smoke as well. Gains a man advantage here for Black Laminate.
Yeah, there's still plenty of time to be dissecting this round and recovering from the side of Nixuh. The bomb doesn't need to necessarily go down immediately. There's the nade coming in, and the man is just going to finish off the food on ADM, Sonic on 40, so majority, and if any chance would stand, is on the shoulders. Black Poison.
No.
He loses out, and yeah, a bit of a whiff there. Perhaps they're just not warm. Seems like they're out of it.
Yeah.
And not in the sense of, aim, etc. Just on, the momentum and how the game's unfolding.
Yeah.
They're not catching on to what Black Lamb is doing and immediately readjusting. I like the way they throw that first smoke is to bait out the util.
Yes.
But as soon as they reacted, you needed to be closer to that smoke to either cross and then get those farts, because when you throw a flash, that's a signal that they're crossing.
Yeah.
So Chappie spammed. Don't give them free signals is what I'm trying to say.
And we know the A1S is lethal with those sprays through the smoke. I just ran the numbers tools. Nixuh only have 29 kills between all 5 players. That means that they're averaging just over 2 kills per round as a team right now. Frozen gets a second. Finally, Adam back with the kill, but his teammates are being eviscerated. He has to take the mantle on his own shoulders. Takes responsibility, but they're still down by a man, and this was an eco. And Chappie's boxed them in, but he's lost his life.
ADM. This keeps the round at arm's length, 2 versus 2. The third round, we can get to Zonic's lower 411, and that's what they're thinking themselves, but lately, just delivers a nice headshot into a moving target, so he's doing his bots.
And that's the bomb. And ADM should get her jump. I think, okay, no, he's actually started the shift walk. Still has to go back to collect the C4. He's got time on his side. He's got, I think, 2 kills in the round so far. I don't know if he actually got that 3rd kill onto Chappie as well. I think he might have, It's going to have to be the ace clutch up Radham, but it's not going to happen. It's Frozen who does all the damage in the round. I think that's 4 kills from him.
I want to see what the stats are sitting, because he's doing some big, put up big numbers. Big numbers. If he can maybe finish the half. And
16 and 7 is Frozen right now. 12 and 2 is the scoreline. And Tools, I just want to draw your attention to the opening kills here. There's only, I think, 3 rounds I can recall when Nixuh have had the opening frag. Outside of that, Black Lamb have found the opening kill in every other round.
Simply just not good enough, in my opinion. 12-2. Last round is all important. This is your map pick. So that's a daunting sort of reality you have to look at when you move into the second half. You're kind of saying, guys, we have to pull off the half as our lives. There we go. It's the first opening frag from Black Poison. Some positive signs. Sonic finishes. So if you finish off the half strong with a good positive win, it's less of a blow. Or it seems like it.
Yeah, fair enough. You get to take a little bit more momentum and confidence into that second half. Frozen will get a kill back, and Flexi's trying to chase them down here. He's heard all the audio cues. He's got ahead of the molly as well. That molly might give Nixuh a false sense of security. Flexi catches them with their pants down, gets a kill, but he doesn't have to continue to force the issue here. His presence alone is having impact, and he's brought it back into an even numbers game.
And he's got utility. This is going to be a nice molly. I thought we would have thrown the nade first, but it becomes essentially a waste of a Molotov. And at least the fights are going back and forth. Cannibalistic is low, but they need to finish him off if they stand any chance. Black Lamb. Oh. Frozen's got that whole pathway covered. That's his job sitting in long, but he might first adversity. Yeah, 2 versus 1 swing. Yeah, you get doubled up, and that's the best way to play against these isolated players. 2 coming from Cat, and they have the advantage here from Nixuh. Nade comes in, just squishes and smashes Kani, but Sonic once again closes out the third round. I think all 3 rounds, he's been able to individually close them out.
Yeah, true.
With that AWP. It's not like he's doing, you know, the carrying,
Yeah.
but they've put him in that position, and I think that's his role at the end of the day. So
Absolutely.
at least, you know, that's a consolidation round to take them into the second half.
A lot of impact kills coming through from Sonic ultimately. What I did see is nobody on Nyx is on double digits, and 4 of the players for Black Lamb are 14, 13 kills plus. You know, so huge disparity in the kill count right now between these 2 teams.
At least they, you know, you look at the score. If one guy's got like 20, the other guy's got 1-3, 1-3.
Yeah.
That looks bad.
Yeah.
But if they're all sitting on 8, they can rise together.
True, but also everyone from Black Lamb is popping off. It's not like one player carried them through that half. It's good to see it's a team effort. Okay, 12-3. I mean, when you go down 12-3 on the half, you have to win that next pistol round, Tools. It's not a conversation. It's not negotiable. You need to win this pistol round if you're Nixuh right now.
Yeah, a lot lies on this round. The balance of the world, the balance of dust too, and that's door smoke coming in. They've got 2 people set into the site, and they just have to hit the headshots. Player back Black should be easy kills, but I've seen whiffs in these days, and Black Poison picks up at the right time. It's Kani. He hasn't shown his face just yet, and it's a stack site.
Wow.
They're running into a guillotine, and they're getting deleted. It's just one player left alive, and he's running from long. Guys, they just simply didn't invite him to the party at B. That's what happened. Didn't get the memo. Has the most important pistol. My favorite. Every T should be buying at least 1 P250.
Yeah, I'm still a bit confused by Lately's role in that round, though. If you've got the P250 towards long, you shouldn't be like a hard lurker, flanker. You should be trying to take attention, get kills, draw rotations.
Yeah. Force movement around
exactly. Because he went after they executed, right? And that's too late, I think.
One that comes down to the IGL or the lurk. He's not communicating that long is free, and the leader's communicating me hitting B. He needs to have the power to say, wait, guys, let me go first.
Yeah, exactly.
Some people say, like, you didn't call that, but no, as the lurk, you have that authority to be saying, guys, give me some time. I have the P250. I have the power.
And there was so much time on the clock. Now they've got Glocks rocking out in towards this B-bomb site. Going to be a cleanup. This time, Kani says Black Poison. Can I get a couple of the kills? You know, you cleaned up in the previous, and actually, he gets 4. Black Poison gets in on 1.
And he got the right rifle.
How else are you going to pad your stats, Tools, if you don't get your ecos?
There's no acing on a gun round. Man, it's on the score 14-14 to get your team to 16-14.
Oh, yeah?
That's the way you want to get your ace. But ecos?
Yeah.
I love those.
Farm up the stats. Big rounds coming through for Nixuh to begin their campaign here on the CT side.
And I'm not going to put it past them. They can do this. I've seen them do this. So now Black Lamb need to be thinking, all right, we need to be stopping momentum. Let's not let them string rounds together to suppress their account, to suppress their bank. Let's, tax these guys. Gun rounds, no AWP on the side of Black Lamb, so Frozen reduced just to a rifle. And there we go.
Oh,
man picking up a doofer in middle, and I think they went for an aggressive play next in middle, and they got punished for it, losing out from the man. Now it's down to one player heading towards that A side. Is there a flashbang? Pop, maybe Sonic through, maybe he's calling it. He's already getting just pinched and tapped through the smoke, 7 HP. So he doesn't want to just go for that aggressive duel. He's going to have to just discipline and respect and potentially forfeit this round and go for a save. Sizzled alive, Flexi. Good positioning of that Molotov. It's very hard to get it. It's locked in there with that smoke and ADM. 15 HP stands a 0 chance. So this round, in a moment of seconds, should be going to the way of Black Lamb. It's just down to economical damage from ADM. Maybe you get a crazy kill here or there. Get those stats up, bro.
Big round for Black Lamb, though. Huge success coming in towards the safe bomb site, and Adam's going to be able to find a kill, but he gets traded out straight afterwards. 13-5, Black Laminate winning a vital gun round, and that, really puts Nixuh on the back foot now, because we were talking about finding some momentum, winning that gun round, starting to build themselves into it. And you said Black Lamb need to, put the hammer down right here, right now, while they have the momentum and confidence, and that's what they've done.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, just to supplement your notion, they have no AWPs on this round on Nixuh on the defending side, where you want to be getting that as soon as you can, just to add more impact and just, take the burden off your rifle from finding that opening frag and just trying to defend from those tough angles. Nice setup there coming towards Cat, and they're already spotted towards lowers. Now, do they want to hang around longer than they need to? Trade it out. Frozen does get one, but Sonic is there for the trade just to keep that advantage going their way. Still, more opponents to face in 2 versus 1. Flexi, just try to hide as much as possible. Just make it hard for him, hard for Sonic to find that kill, but no, it doesn't work out. There's an opportunity here for them to bust open this B side. How hard does Cannibalistic hit? And he hits goddamn hard with that headshot. We saw it on the T side, but they're traded out, and it's 1 versus 3. I wonder what the decision is from lately. He had a bit of opportunity to get another 1 versus Triton with the weaker gun. Of course, he doesn't know that. Now he's forfeited the bomb, forfeited information, and forfeited options. He's closed off his basket of options, essentially.
Yeah, he's going to just try and flash his way into the site, though, but now there's 2 players in position. He'll lose his life out. That was a make-or-break round there for Nixuh. Lose that, it's tickets on Dust 2, no money, down 14-6. You know, might as well just fast forward and get ourselves into Nuke at that point, which is the second map of the series for anyone who doesn't know. Inferno will be the decider, which is actually looking a lot more likely than it was before we started this map, Tools.
Yeah, look, if you got an Inferno, Nixuh will destroy any team. I've just seen their Inferno, and they're convincing. They're as convincing as Bravado on Nuke.
Yeah, no, you're right. It is actually their strongest map, I believe. I think that they use it as an insurance policy by keeping it as the decider.
I like that. I like that. Reduced 2 ecos this Black Lamb. Foreign territory for them during this game. Scouts in a dream on late lane. The plan and the idea I should be rolling to Black Lamb's head is just doing as much economical damage. Just keep suppressing their economy. Just don't make sure they can reinvest into AWPs. Nice innovation coming out from Black Poison ADMs to get that advantageous kill in middle. So at least maybe it's jogging memory of how to play the game again.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Nixuh have been in these positions before in their career, Tools. They've had their backs against the wall. Not too much as this team in South Africa. They're used to, you know, being pretty comfortable winning their games and all the rest, but they'll know how to grind their way out of these corners. Black Poison, my God.
I love whenever
he
gets those
Can we roll that
taps?
one back after the round, please? That was a beautiful tap there. Just absolutely deleted the player towards top mid. Not as clean on the next, but it doesn't matter. Same result. 13-7.
I laugh all the time when he gets those headshots because, again, like I've been playing against and with this Black Poison for years. And
yes.
The way he taps is probably the cleanest I've ever seen.
Oh, yeah?
Like, it's just clean and it's like, it's deliberate. That's another thing. It's deliberate and it's clean.
Check this one. Boom.
See, it's deliberate and it's clean. Like, he
app,
just needs one and he knows he just needs one.
Yeah, yeah.
A lot of people burst, a lot of people tap, but, you know, he's got it. That's 17. He's gone positive off that. We like it. We love it.
Yeah, I mean, he's made his mark here on the second half. He's been the one to really ignite the fight back here for Nixuh. How much more do Black Lamb, have in them? I know 13-7 up, but that scoreline, that lead, he gets eviscerated very quickly, Tools. We saw it yesterday between Navi and Furia on Nuke as well, where Furia fought back on that T side and then choked out at 14-14. So, would hate to see the same thing happen to Black Lamb after all their success so far. Can they find the rounds necessary on the T side?
Yeah. Simultaneously, I want to see the fortitude from Nixuh.
Sure.
Frozen's on the AWP. The big green as you walk. Nice cat smoke just to slow down the on-launching attack towards cat. You can see a lot of movement happening around the mini-map, just with utility. A bit of chess games individually happening around the map. You just see towards the A-long side, they've gambled to settle in. And if they go towards the A side, they will play the retake from superior positions. The problem is, Frozen's AWP will punish those riflers at range. So they need to have a plan here.
I mean, they don't have huge amounts of options left available with the util, right? So it's going to have to just be the hit up short. They've got a lurk in place with Flexi, and that's actually a bit unfortunate because he's got one of their 2 flashes and their only molly. So they're just going to be execing here. Okay, there was some util on the ground as far as I can tell, but Sonic should have a pretty decent opportunity to get a multi-kill here. He rears his head out and does drop the bomb carrier as well.
Yeah, and he's got more flashes to work with. I think they dropped him inside. That's the 3rd flash that he's thrown, and they're all getting punished because the attack isn't coordinated as well as it should be. At least the lurk has been taken out of Black Lamb. They're happy about that from the side of Nixuh, and that's the man advantage. Frozen, again, still has that AWP player sitting in pot. So what now needs to happen from Nixuh? He's going to communicate and Just find where that AWP is and move against the grain, essentially. 2 flashes and a smoke. You can make that work. 2 players coming from long and 1 from CT spawn. But how will they piece it together? Again, isolation isn't going to go your way, and he's punishing them. Unfortunately, the shots are landing from Frozen, and this is what I said.
Oh, wow.
When that AWP comes into play at range, it's always, majority of the time, going to favor you.
Yeah. And actually pretty decent decision making there from Black Lamb. They didn't have a great post-plant position to work with, but Chappie gets short control, and then Frozen slowly shifts himself into a bit of cover, much better than being on the site itself. Yeah. He has some range between him and his opponents, and he can play behind Gandalf there or the get-right box as well. So great round coming through there from Black Lamb. 2v3 in the post-plant. They win it out. 14-7. Win this one out. You win the map tools because there's no money for Nixer at that point.
And no money, no honey.
That's it.
So what's dire? I'm sure right now they're starting to sweat.
Yeah,
Aspire.
sure.
No tack pause is called out. So
what's up with that? I actually was thinking about that earlier. I wanted to bring it up, but I
think
forgot.
the local scene's forgotten about, because there was, last show, everyone started using tack balls. Now everyone's kind of forgotten about that. They got complacent in that.
It's
but
weird.
I'm sure. Yeah, it is strange.
I mean,
I'm sure we'll address it at a podcast at a later stage, but we need to get back to that. Because again, it gives you time just to absorb and soak in and marinate and what's transpired, and for you to just critically think about solutions.
Yeah, and not only that, but Black Lamb are playing some momentum-based Counter-Strike right now. Use attack boys to break that momentum a little bit. Get their hearts, back down. I don't know. Heart rate just chilling out a little. They don't have that same rush of blood. Frozen maybe not as fast. I don't know. He's been pretty quick throughout this game so far. Got to give him props. He's been the best player on the server.
And they're not really, I've always said flashes when mashes, and right there in that 2 versus 3, that he wasn't blind once throughout that retake. He was blind after the first kill, but how was he able to get that first kill? Player sitting along with the flash, blind, so the CT player can come up, but this is protocol, and this is the process that Black Lamb have been implementing. The molly for car, they're moving up, they have the double smokes going down, no real resistance.
Yeah.
I think it's going to come back to bite them, because again, there's no kits and there's 2 flashes on the molly. So how are they going to work the retake? Because that's exactly what they're gambling.
Yeah, they're going to have to make the retake happen at this point as well. Chappie with the C4 has been able to get onto the site. He's going to punch in the digits. They've even got control of long, do Black Lamb. Cunny not going to be able to deny the plant while he does get the kill. It's still advantage Black Laminate, in my opinion. And there we go. The man doubles down from behind car. That keeps Nix at arm's length. Do they even go for this retake tools? There's no money in the bank if they don't make it happen. 3 players coming from short, trying to work in conjunction with one another. They will get a kill to start to close the gap. The man gets another, trades aplenty. Flexi finishes off the round, 15-7, and Nixer are on the brink of losing their map pick.
They were desperate, Matt, and it's showing. They go for that retake. It's a bit audacious, but that's how much belief they have in themselves. Maybe on a different day they get lucky of some sort, but they had an insurance policy in Frozen and put, in any case, if they found this rifle sitting up close, so things just aren't piecing together. The puzzle hasn't been solved yet from the side of Nixer. And Triton, the guy I've been highlighting, who I say one of the best players at the moment, is sitting at the bottom, struggling.
Having a really tough time with only 6 kills to his name.
Okay, it's still early for him.
Sure.
It's early in the day.
These Zoomers are used to only... But what about Frozen? I mean, he's also one of those Zoomers, and he's actually playing.
He's at school. So he's woke. He's woke in the morning.
He's used to those early starts. Okay, fair enough. He has come out firing here from the word go.
Yeah, second map will be after 12 o'clock, and that's when
normally when they're awake?
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
The body clock only starts to kick in back then. And the man, I must say, has been impressive this entire map so far.
So good.
On the CT side, he was disruptive everywhere he could be, and he's closing out round here, all impactful, getting us 2-3 Ks on the retakes from Nixer coming in, so must give props to him. Just keeping his worth and doing what he needs to do.
Shot, Cunny. Another nice Desert Eagle shot coming through. Of course, it's still a 4 versus 3. Continues to tap away with the prey. Hopes that he's able to get another kill, but it's not going to happen. It's Chappie who adds another to his tally, compounding the problems here of Nixer. 2 versus 4. Lose this round, lose their map pick. That's the situation that they're faced with right now, but they are still fighting tools.
I've always had a sentiment of Sonic and ADM alive, anything's possible, but you kind of need Black Lamb to throw for them to be able to catch. But there we go, Flexi closed it out 16-7. Very convincing performance coming out of Black Lamb. I said it, if players starts to show up, I called out Flexi, he showed up. I called out the man, showed up. I didn't have no concerns about Frozen. But on the side of Nixer,
Yeah.
Question marks all round on their map pick. Dust 2, questionable map pick in general, but at the same time, everybody knows how to play Dust 2. They should still be able to perform.